Lord Set is En Set. And you pronounce it in Kemetic as Enseti. And that means Lord Set. And he was the one that was in charge while we were waiting to overthrow ENLIL, who y'all call Yahweh or Jehovah. He the goddamn devil and responsible for all of this wicked shit. He the one that say, I'm the Lord thy God, I create good and I create evil. That was him. Because he'll use whatever it takes to win. He don't care about nothing else. He only care about winning. Sociopathic, patriarchal, creator of male homosexuality as a tool to subjugate a planet. Effeminize the males and they won't protect the females. They'll be too in love with each other that they won't even recognize the women are there. And that will lead the women fertile ground for a rape campaign that's been going on for over 4,000 years. I can walk you through it. I've done it already on videos. So that judge sitting up there with the black robe of Set, that's Marduk. Now Marduk, he don't really care. He don't really care about what goes on earth. He just want the shit over with. He just want it over with so he can go home. He don't want to be here, never wanted to be here, but somebody had to do the dirt. And everybody don't got the heart to do the dirt. See, so you had to have somebody that don't really care enough to kiss your ass and is sociopathic enough to just execute the plan. Discipline. So we called him Lord Set. In the battle, Set slew Osiris and all of that. It's just the holy drama. It's the judgment at the sacred halls, and it had nothing to do with an actual physical combat. It was a court case, and we lost the court case because we allowed them people in Babylon to create something that was unauthorized under Enlil's order. Enki followed it through as the chief geneticist. And I did a video on that already, so I'm not going to go into that. We're dealing with the judicial system. The whole judicial system is Levitical laws. They call it levy and lien. The word levy is Levi. The word lien is an anagram for Enlil. Then you have your adjudicators or your judges. Go back to your Bible when you look at the book of Judges and realize that the tribe of Judah was the judges. This is your so-called Israelis, your Zionists, hoarders of the wealth. So I can go through that all day long. There's so much information. I can unravel it in real time and have people, like if I had a big Titantron, big old screen where everybody could see it, and I could just come in the room, no pen, no paper, and have somebody that know how to use the computer that can cast it up there to the screen. I could do it in real time where everybody could see me unravel it in real time with no notes because I know what I'm talking about. But we can't do that till Judgment Day. And the only person now that can call for Judgment Day is somebody that haven't declared righteous and that man has condemned. And that person is Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And I refuse to work with him on several occasions. I have to say this because people need to understand that everything ain't what it looked like. And so their system is based on you not knowing. That's why they say ignorance of the law is no excuse. How can you be following a just law when you're not allowed to know that it's on the books? Every child's supposed to be educated in the legalities of the nation they live in as early as possible in order to have that nation run smoothly. And so I'm gonna wrap it up here, but I wanted to make sure I gave the sister some information and gave y'all some more input. Facebook is keeping me from drawing people in with questions. And so what I'm gonna have y'all do is I'm trying to see if I got any questions. Miranda Dawkins, if you want to be part of the Doula Center, right over you, Licia Child, she's going to be the one in charge of the Doula Center. So you can inbox her, get familiar with her, or however y'all want to do it. She's going to be in charge of that. And I'm going to make sure she's properly trained. What's up, Rod Allison? Okay, so all right, so hey Riri, you know we still got to do the Wounded Warrior Project video because you don't send your warriors to war, let them come home with their arms and legs blew off and throw them to their own devices. That's bullshit. So we got to get to that, Riri. Don't forget. Okay, so and we tear down this system. Now this is part 3 because Facebook been at my head about this information, blocking me at every turn. They won't even let that sister in there because that interaction between the masculine and feminine changes the whole dynamic when you're giving this information out. So that's why they don't want me connecting with her, because they know that I draw energy from that and it sends me to the next level. When them sisters want me to move and they like, yeah, we need to do this, that moves me to the next level. And this is what they don't like. They can't stop what they don't have no control over this. So it just amazed me. I had to do 3 parts. This is out cold, and I still can't get the sister in here. I'm trying to figure out how to they won't even let me invite her. That's crazy. But that lets you know where we at when it comes to truth, right? When it comes to the truth, you can tell the truth as long as you don't tell it all, or as long as you don't tell key points. As long as you don't tell the people that once they become 5/5 realize and they express that they only judge as the Christ, and they all get upset. Yep, that is correct, Miranda. She was right over you at the earlier comment. Okay, so now what we got to do now, if y'all really want to know what we all ought to be doing, we ought to be all joining what we call the I Am Farrakhan movement. And the reason why is because he had to suffer. Y'all don't know the suffering that man went through. I know because they had to tell me, because I wouldn't work with him, because I didn't trust him, because I didn't believe that he did the suffering and that he did the work that they was telling me he did, until I talked to Malcolm, and then everything became clear and I felt like crap. So the I Am Farrakhan movement is bigger than Farrakhan himself. It has nothing to do with him. It has to do strictly with the call to righteousness. That's all they have anything to do with. You don't even have to agree with any of the Nation of Islam doctrine to agree with righteousness. Righteousness has nothing to do with what you believe. It's what you do. It's if you are trying to walk righteous, it doesn't matter what your religion is. You're going to fall sometimes and commit acts that are unrighteous in the pursuit of righteousness, because stumbling blocks have been placed in your path. If you remember the old gospel song, Lord, don't move my mountain, don't take away my stumbling blocks, but give me the strength to climb. You walk through the valley of the shadow of death, fear no evil. When I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, all that motherfucking shit run from me. I mean, shit. I'm sitting here at home, the son of man, no security. I don't need none. They know if they come over here with that shenanigans, I ain't got to do nothing. Some shit gonna come out the sky, light their ass up on a level they ain't never seen, and then everybody gonna be wondering why did I do that? That's so wrong. He had them ships come down there and zap all them police. They don't care about you. Why should I care about them? I care about you. If they don't care about you, I don't care about them. Matter of fact, If they don't care about you, I don't care about them 10 times more, 100 times more than they don't care about you. They give a fuck meter can't get lower than mine. So when they stop caring about y'all, I stop caring about them. So you know what that means, where they can go and what they can kiss. So I want to post well, it's already posted on my page. Council seat 50 is the governing seat of Earth for the gods. Council seat 50. If you Google that, or maybe if you search that on my page, you should get you should get at least 2 distinctly different posts that deal with jurisdiction and authority. And for the Nuwabians, I understand, if y'all think this is, if y'all don't think it's true, all you gotta do is ask Pops. Dr. Malachi already offered a pledge of tribute to me. Because he already know their jurisdiction is flawed, so he filed a habeas corpus petition, which they should have had him in and released him by now. But his people ain't came to see me to get the exit strategy. I could just write him an order of release. And with anybody else, once the judgment day start. But I can't do anything until judgment day start. So right now, the 2 obstacles I have is the union of the divine masculine and divine feminine, because everybody's scared of the Christ, or the Son of Man, in the return of the Christ, I should say. And nobody don't realize that I done already showed y'all out of his own mouth who the devil is. Well, not the devil, his advocate on earth, his representative. See, what y'all don't realize, we fighting beings from different places. The Pope don't represent in totality the ENLIL. He got a host. He got a symbiote. He got a symbiote that rests in his brain. But go back and scroll down my page and review the posts about the Pope. He's saying it. And other Catholics are saying it. They telling you that it's not a secret. So I'm gonna have to call her on a probably on a personal chat, record it, and then post it as a separate video so that we can get the rest of the legal information so that she can be able to walk from A to Z with no problems. It's real simple. It's all a big joke. They laughing at us. They ain't laughing at me. They laughing at y'all because they don't think that y'all going to pay me any attention. But that's not been the case. Been a whole lot of people that paid attention and made moves behind the information. So out of his mouth came a two-edged sword. Cuts both ways. It cut the righteous and the wicked. Because the righteous got to do righteousness or they're going to be exposed for their unrighteous acts. It cut both ways. I can't tell you to do something right and then don't tell the other person to do something right. So we coming from under this. We are Farrakhan is the slogan. All of you non-fruits need to use it. All of the vice lords and the GDs and the Blackstones in Chicago with your Satin disciples and your Latin kings and your Cobra Stones, all of the Latin folks, your WMGDs, your WGDs, your white gangster disciples up north on the north end of the Chi. All of y'all need to be, we are Farrakhan. On the West Coast, if you a Blood, if you a Crip, a 2-6, a 6-0, rolling 60, all of y'all need to be screaming, we are Farrakhan. It's just don't got nothing to do with Farrakhan. It sounds like it do, but it don't. It's got something to do with us breaking this crap. We need a point of focus for us to all look at the same thing at the same time and say, we ain't buying it. We don't have to tear nothing up. Y'all got to understand that. We don't have to tear it up. Because I tore that up there. This don't have to be tore up because when he was fighting up there, I lit his ass up. I took Thor's hammer. Yeah, ENLIL was that blonde-haired Thor character. When he shapeshifted into Alexander, that's what he gave himself the title of Thor. They call me Loki. Ask the Norseman who Loki is. He is the son of the Ice Princess. Who is the Ice Princess? She's the queen of the North. The good queen of the North. Go back to your Wizard of Oz story. She is the Notre Dame, the lady of the North. Why did that ship sit there the whole day while that place burnt? It was a message to France because they killed the Templars. We needed our Templars left the F alone. They knew better. So the Notre Dame building that burned had a mini replica of something called the Eiffel Tower. It's a homonym, something that sounds like something it ain't. The homonym is I fail. It's right in your face. What is Paris? The city of Isis, Isis. What's the princess? The Ice Princess. The queen of the North. You got to look it up. It's not hard. All this stuff right in our face. Well, how did she even get there? She went through France to get to Scotland, to set the land of the Scots up. They called her Scotta when she left Egypt. Scotta. So then they tried to sack the Orisha priests or the Irish priests. They sent some dude that they call St. Patrick over there to kill them all because the women wore a snake armband around their bicep. They wore a snake armband around their bicep. The men wore a snake cobra band on their head. So they say that St. Patrick killed all of the snakes in Ireland. Ain't never been no snakes in Ireland until modern zoos. Didn't have snakes in Ireland. So what is he talking about? The serpent fire, the fire of the wisdom of the gods. He didn't want Europe's red-haired children inhabiting it. That's why when Judgment Day come, the Irish Republican Army is going to receive high accolades and probably control of Ireland. It's a good possibility they're going to end up controlling Ireland because they've been fighting this since the time of St. Patrick. St. Patrick wasn't no saint. He was the damn devil. He was wicked. He wanted to kill the sons of the righteous to keep them from raising the people that couldn't sin because he didn't want them to sin because ENLIL didn't like it. Yo Yahweh. It's not a secret. All this stuff is written in the Sumerian tablets. It's written in the hieroglyphics. The Pope got the whole codex in the Vatican Library. When I kick him out of there and give it back to the nuns, who was actually an ancient Egyptian priesthood called the Nun priestesses, and the Black Madonna was the one who was sitting in his seat. That's why he got to wear a dress, because he got to imitate her. Y'all not aware of all this stuff because y'all didn't have to do all of this studying and research to break the code. That was my job. They said I wasn't going to be able to do it, that I wouldn't be able to crack the code, and the deception was great. It was a big deception. I don't lose. They already know that. Ask the Chinese about Sun Wukong. It's no secret. Go ask the people in India about Hanuman. Because when he was Sun Wukong in China, the Queen of the North said, you need to go attain the wisdom of the ages. You need to see the Buddha. So in the Chinese lore, he was trapped in the hand of the Buddha. That don't make sense unless you understand that when you say he's trapped in the hand of the Buddha, that means he's being taught by a master of masters in the art of wisdom. I just get frustrated sometimes because it's so easy to get out of this system, and we make it hard by catering to ignorance and foolishness. And so, Kiwi, we're going to get this together. Everything has to be restructured. Y'all got to remember, for all of us who are hip-hop fans, Tupac said, I might not be the one to change the world, but let's not be selfish. I'm not saying I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee you I sparked the brain. Who was he talking about? See, he had 22 months to vex his grievances, and then he had to wait 22 years to see a result. I heard him. It didn't take 20